is believed that all migrants are not diasporas, but all diasporas are migrants. That is surely something to ponder over. When the word migration is mentioned, what readily comes to mind? Is it something negative? Please sit back and take a listen as the Chairman CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, speaks to the issue of migration, diaspora, and Africa's development. But that wouldn't be all. Nigerians in the diaspora are still sending in their good wishes as 2021 is still fresh. This is your favorite program, The Diaspora, and I am your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. Please stay tuned. Making migration profitable and beneficial to migrants, the country of stay and the country of origin forms part of the hanging fruit as NIDCOM boss delivers a special lecture on migration, diaspora and Africa's development to participants of Course 29 at the National Defense College, Abuja.
It is a privilege to speak on migration, diaspora, and Africa's development. We start with the Nigerian Diaspora Commission. Of course, you know our mandate was set up May 2019 with the primary objective of providing for the engagement of Nigerians in the diaspora, in the policies, projects, and participation in the development of Nigeria. And the idea is we need to utilize our human resources for the development of our great country, whether it's culturally, politically, and socio-economically. And we keep saying that, you know, our greatest resource is not the oil, it's not the material resources, our human resources. And I'm so proud everywhere I go to be a Nigerian. And Mr. President, everywhere he travels, meets Nigerians everywhere he goes. He engages with them, he talks to them, he has a conversation with them, and he keeps telling them, you are the face of Nigeria. You are our #1 ambassadors, so always do well wherever you find yourselves, excel in whatever you do. And he always tells them, please don't forget home. Be part of the progress and development of your country. He keeps telling them, let's work together to build this great country of ours. So I discussed today on migration. Well, we'll start by defining what migration is. Migration is the process of temporary or permanent relocation of a person from his or her primary abode to another place in search of better living conditions. It could be political, it could be because of family, it could be because you just want to further your studies or for whatever. But you know what? We cannot stop migration, whether it's legal or illegal. We have to migrate. There's nothing anybody can do about that. So migration is just normal and has to happen. But there are different types of migration. We of course have the internal migration, where we move within our own cities here. For instance, the provost can decide to move to Lagos, that's internal migration. But we decide not to give you a visa to get to Lagos. So internal migration is, you know, within our cities here. We have the international migration, of course moving from country to country. And we have the forced migration, where, you know, for one reason or the other, it's not by choice but by force. You find yourself migrating. And we have the irregular migration, which has been a subject of discussion for a long time in this country, and which we have for a while been talking about here in Nigeria with NIDCOM, where you have people just moving from one place or the other without the proper documentation. And irregular migration is a big problem in the world, and I keep telling Nigerians it's getting tougher now. Where you went before, irregularly is more difficult now. So we keep saying, try to avoid irregular migration. Then managed migration. And again, we've been having a lot of conversation on managed migration in Nigeria. And you keep seeing a lot of people, you're going to Lebanon, you're going to Oman, you're going to Saudi, you're going to Europe to work. And we're seeing that some of them have to cross the seas, cross the desert, die on the way. A lot of them are going because they want a means of livelihood, and we're saying that we need to have a situation where you can manage migration. You need these jobs. So if people apply properly, can go to get the job properly, it can be managed and it can be beneficial to both the country of origin and the country you're going to. Countries like Philippines have done very well with managed migration. We can do the same thing. And we're talking with the Ministry of Labour in that regard, as well as, basically the Ministry of Labour is the key ministry for this. So we have to define who is a diaspora. Well, some people agree, some people don't, but a diaspora basically is somebody who legitimately and legally lives outside the country, that is the country of origin, for more than 1 year continuously, and has a sustainable means of income and an address in the country of stay, that is the country where he migrated to. They, by implication, are ambassadors at large of their country of origin by their presence, comportment, and character. So in other words, the diaspora phenomenon is a product of legitimate migration. So what we're saying that to say you're a diaspora, you must have gone, lived there legitimately. And that's the key word for at least a year. That's the official definition of diaspora. Now people come to us, oh, I'm in trouble, I'm in Nigeria, yes, I did this. We intervene, working with our missions, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because they are Nigerians. Just recently there was a video circulating of some gentleman who came on Facebook and said, well, I'm tired of Italy. I've applied for my documentation for 5 years, and I just want to come home. Do you say because he's an illegal immigrant that you will not come to his aid? He said, well, if you get his contact, his information, the mission there will work at, he wants to come back home, so let him come back home. So, but basically, a diaspora is somebody who is residing legitimately in the country that the person has moved to. Now, the historical perspective of migration and the diaspora. I start with a quote from one of our foremost diasporans, Dr. John George. And it says, since the 8th century AD, millions of Nigerians have migrated from Nigeria to other parts of the world. The migrants and their descendants make up the Nigerian diaspora. And when we talk about historical perspective, we're going as far back as slave trade. The first form of migration, as far as we know, there are no documents, oral tradition, is slavery. Our forefathers were taken away over 400 years ago to different parts of the world through slavery. And I think we keep saying, Africa, we are rich in everything, human resources, material resources. Why are we where we are today? And I have people, we have people who come from parts of the world to the continent to experience, to see what happened. That's why we have a program in Medallion where we take them through what we call the door of return. So migration started from slavery, although that was forced migration. We estimate that we have about 17 million Nigerians in the diaspora. Now we're not sure of the figures, but it's an estimation. It can be more, it can be less. But we're saying there are about 17 million Nigerians in the diaspora. And one of the things we have to do, one of the most important things for the Commission is to have an accurate data. It's very, very important. So we're saying about 17 million Nigerians in the diaspora. We haven't even talked about those in Africa. So again, when we have this data, we should have more accurate statistics. Last year alone, we remitted over $25 billion through official channels to Nigeria. Of course, you know that is much more than 6%, or 1% of our GDP, and about 80% of the federal budget. So this is huge, and it's not something anybody can ignore. And we appreciate that, and nobody's taking that for granted. So Nigerians in the diaspora have contributed so much to this country, and we believe they can do a lot more beyond remittances, which is one of the things the Commission is ensuring that we're working at. Again, Nigerians in the diaspora have contributed in several ways. Let's talk about skills and talents, for instance. I mean, we are working on the publication of, we said we wanted to do something at 60. So we said 600 Nigerians icons at 60. But we have way beyond that, and there's even nobody you can draw. Amazing stories of Nigerians extended all over the world. And honestly speaking, you can't be proud to be a Nigerian. If we go through all that today, we won't finish this lecture, but it's amazing what Nigerians have been doing all over the world. We have the lady in London, Atinuke, who won 2 Guinness World Records on the same day in the UK. We have Dr. Oyema, who is one of those who developed Pfizer COVID vaccine. sim. We had a Zoom meeting with him not too long ago, and he had been in Nigeria, I think in February, for to talk to younger ones and see how we can also collaborate with this country. So I can go on and on. We just spoke to Dr. Koji, who has just been inducted into the NASA Hall of Fame. We had Dr. Luto in America, who, was a doctor who is described as a doctor who gave birth to the same baby twice. He brought out a fetus from the uterus of the mother, operated on the fetus, put it back in the womb, and the woman had the baby. The white lady in America. So I can go on and on and on. It's amazing, the success stories of Nigerians abroad. But people tell us, okay, if you're congratulating these Nigerians, if they were in Nigeria, would they have succeeded? I don't know, I can't answer that question, but it's a challenge to us as a nation. But here's the thing, they are Nigerians, they are excelling. For the first time, a government agency is saying, listen, let's work with you. We congratulate you, we're proud of you. Nobody was doing that before. And guess what? They're excited about it. So every day you hear people calling me and saying, well, have you seen A? Have you seen that? Have you seen what B did? So we are proud of them. But the key thing is how do we work with them? How can they be part of the growth and development of their country? So it's like we are one community, whether you're Nigerian at home or Nigerian in the diaspora. How do we work as one community? India today, we knew how India was before, but look at India today. They can't talk about the development of the diaspora. Same with Ireland. When Ireland was in recession, they got together 1,000 Irish in the diaspora and they saved Ireland from recession. We have to do that in our country. So for me, it's about working together to build this great country of ours.
I have a question. During the lecture, it was mentioned that the Commission is making efforts to create diaspora mapping and database. Ma'am, I would like to know if the emerging technologies of the fourth industrial revolution is being employed in creating such database and also the mapping of diasporas.
Ma'am, with regards to the effort by the Nigerian Diaspora Commission to evolve a comprehensive database, what measures are being put in place to ensure that this database is synergized with the efforts of other government agencies that are also handling issues of migration, so that we don't go the way of the identity, what I call identity crisis that we have in Nigeria. Are finding it difficult to synergize the base from different agencies into a comprehensive database for the country.
The issue of the data bank, we're working with NIMSI, like I said, and then we're collaborating. So it's really not, in fact, what we'll just do is add value to whatever is being done. But the thing in terms of Nigerian professionals in the diaspora, we don't have the data, accurate data. So number one is the missions themselves. We're working with the missions to encourage Nigerians abroad to at least, even students, when you go, let the mission know that you're a student, you are there. That's all. For instance, during COVID, it turns out that in India, for instance, there were over 16,000 who wanted to come home. And records show that there were about 3,000 in India. So how do you plan? How do you plan? So really the data is for planning purposes, and we're working basically with NIMSI, that's the organization for, so NIMSI has set up centers abroad for Nigerian diaspora to go rent, but there's been some hitches which NIMSI is working on. Then on our own, we have a portal where we encourage Nigerians there to let us know who they are, what they're doing. I mean, the NGC can need a particular professional. You call us, you're in the diaspora, we get at you. There's a Nigerian content policy now where the Nigerian must be carried along everywhere. So if you're looking for a particular, there's no way you will get a Nigerian. So I think that's the essence of our own database. But we're working with relevant agencies, definitely. NIMSI, Immigration is a very good partner in that regard.
Let me join in congratulating you for your doggedness, devotion and focus, which actually led to the creation of these very important agencies of government. I'm just wondering, what are the challenges that the Commission is facing right now? I know being a new body, there will be some different challenges. What are these? Then the second question relates to Nigerian diaspora organization abroad. I'm aware that they are so chronically divided, particularly those in the UK, Canada, and the US. In one particular instance that I recall, the registration of a particular expired, and somebody went and registered in his name, and now said that this belongs to him. And it was a huge battle trying to get it back and giving it back to him. I wonder how you intend to unify, if possible, all these various groups so that you can have a more structured system of engagement that is easy to relate, both in the US, Canada, and in the UK in particular.
Ambassador Nicole, thank you for your kind words. And of course, you know we have challenges. I mean, we'll always have challenges, but like if we say challenges will not hold us down. Of course, number one challenge is the funding. We have virtually no funding, virtually none. I think we've been able to perform a miracle surviving till today, since we were settled. But we are actually thinking of how we can generate revenue than thinking of how government should. We want even to be self-funding, so I'm sure with time we work on. So the major problem is funding. The other problem is actually what you spoke about, the diaspora groups. There's so much division, there's so much fighting. You know, some of it's even worse than here. There's a lot of ethnic basis on little things that really don't matter. So we are trying to tell them that now is an opportunity to put all that aside and let's work together. So what we've done is, I didn't remember talking about, we set up a team to actually to have a more constructive diaspora engagement headed by Professor Peter Rema. So we'll soon get the report, and we may have to change things a bit to ensure that we can have a more functional body of addressing the diaspora. We also say that you can't say the case you said happened in Canada. Nigel's name is in the name of an individual, so it's not owned by Nigerians. He wants to register them in his own name. So how can Nigel not be the only organization of all Nigerians abroad? So that's been a big fight that it is not possible. One organization cannot represent 17 million. You are free to join, make it attractive for them to join, but don't say you are the only one. So it's been a big challenge, but we've been able to make that clear and put our feet firmly down. So we'll also rely on your suggestion and advice. Haven't been had so much experience in that regard.
Right from my days in the Nigerian Television Authority, just as the sponsor participant introduced, Honorable Herewa has always brought smiles to people. She handles her schedule with a lot of intellectual prowess. And that's why I was not surprised when the interventions came from the floor. They began by acknowledging the personality of the Chief Executive Officer. And I think that personality is rubbing off on the manner that the Commission is carrying out its mandate. I'm happy to note that with 17 million Nigerians in diaspora, that's just the size of about 6 countries in Africa. In those some countries that have a population of less than 1 million. So we have 17 million people, that's another army outside Nigeria. And harnessing their potentials to the benefit of the motherland is a huge responsibility, which Astra was not given the pride of this. Ambassador Wilbe said it's better late than never. So we're happy that the Nigerian Diaspora Commission was set up and is taking very giant strides in the actualization of its mandate. I'm also happy to note the remittances that have continued to increase from Nigerians in diaspora. $25 billion to a developing country is a lot of resources. And I know that we can still gather more when all the activities that have been outlined are optimized.
Many thanks, boss, for that very rich lecture. Now let's take a listen to some special New Year's messages from some of our Nigerians in the diaspora. Please watch.
My name is Dr. Mrs. Pat Ukigwe, registered nurse midwife and professor of nursing, Fairleigh Dickinson University, Teaneck, New Jersey, USA. Happy New Year to all Nigerians at home and in the diaspora. COVID set the world in a panic mode with huge economic, emotional, and health burdens. While I sympathize with families that lost loved ones to COVID, I thank God for scientific wisdom of discovering new techniques of developing vaccines. Historic benefit of vaccines indicate that availability of COVID vaccine could stop this pandemic and quicken resumption of normal activities. I am getting the vaccine when it is my turn, and I encourage you to do likewise when available to you. In addition, please continue to take precautions. Wash your hands and or use hand sanitizers. Cover your mouth and nose when around others in public. Maintain a safe distance. Avoid indoor crowds and open windows and doors if possible. Clean and disinfect objects and surfaces. COVID is real and its impact is devastating, but together we can lay COVID to rest.
Greetings, fellow Nigerians. My name is Doreen Ndong Odupasquino. I come from Boki local government area in Cross River State, but I residence in Italy, where right away I am sending you greetings. I wish Nigeria a peaceful 2021. I want to first of all congratulate each and every one of us, for we are already in the third week of the year. It is just by the mercies and grace of God. Congratulations to every one of us. I just want to invite every one of us to realize what is going on in the world today, the COVID-19. It is really a very serious issue. Many of us don't believe, some believe, but all I know is that there is something in the world for over the past 1 year that has been killing thousands and hundreds, millions of people. I invite all of us to try and wash our hands with soap, dry them up, try to keep distance when we are not with our family members. When we are others, try to put on our face masks, take along with us some gel that can help you to disinfect your hands. And I think that will help you protect yourself and protect the people you meet. This is all we can do to contribute even to make a better Nigeria. And I also invite all of us, for Nigeria to have peace, I and you have something to do. So let us contribute. Happy 2021.
Thank you for your best wishes for Nigeria and her countrymen and women.
Ha! Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down. Do you have a job where you're going to?
No, but someone is arranging,
Listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
Thank you for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please do not hesitate to do so, as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Twitter at NIDCOM_gov, on our Instagram page at NIDCOM_gov, on our YouTube page at NIDCOM_gov, and on our website at www.nidcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network on Friday at 10:30 a.m. on NTA International on Tuesday at 6 a.m. and 10:05 p.m. on NTA News 24 on Friday at 2:30 p.m. and on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. You can also join us on WAP TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and on WTV on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 a.m. And you can also join us on Ben TV London at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. I remain your host, Coinsola Adetumbi. See you next time.